actually, I was a lawyer in Louisiana for like 5 years, which I know is crazy, because I look like a nighttime pervert. But I was a criminal defense attorney, and I was remarkably good at it. You know, it would shock you, but I was. You know, like I can defend any crime there is. You know, like y'all yell out, everybody in here, yell out a crime as loud as you can right now. Ready, go. Easy. I'll defend all those right now. Ready? That's all it takes, ready? Watch back, what happens fast. 1, 2, 3. He didn't do it. Bam. All right. That's all you gotta do. You walk away to 100 not guilties in South Louisiana on he didn't do it, dude. You know. But you know, I actually learned that because I was at the public defender's office for a couple years, so I actually saw a lot of really bad attorneys. You know, I learned what not to do pretty quick. I remember there was this guy once, Fred, and he was doing a murder trial, and it was not going well. And the client was not happy about it. So on the third day of trial, this guy came from the jailhouse and spit a razor blade out of his mouth, this is a true story, and cut Fred from ear to ear with it in the middle of his own trial. Yeah. And Fred, like a real street soldier, on the fourth day of trial, he came back, stitched up like Frankenstein, dude. He got in front of all those people, and he looked at the jury for his closing statement. He said, "Ladies and gentlemen, this man couldn't possibly be the murderer. He couldn't even kill me." And that guy's doing life. He's doing life. But you know, he's kind of an anomaly. You know, most murderers, you'd be shocked. You know, they're actually pretty good fellas. You know, you'd be surprised. You know, because you think about it, they just got one person they want to kill. You know, they kill them, then they're dead. That's it. They got nothing to be mad about. They're good. You know. No, I found the much more unpleasant criminal to be unequivocally the attempted murderer. Think about that, dude. You hate somebody so much, you want to kill them, and then you miss? And you still got to go to jail for it, dude. Fellas don't have a lot to be in a good mood about, you know what I mean? Yeah, dude. I know. I was actually a prosecutor for a year or two, which I know is crazy because I look like Burt Reynolds' sister and everything like that. I was a prosecutor, and some would say I was good at it, some would say I was bad at it. My thing was that I only cared about specific crimes, dude, you know, because to me, if you didn't fuck a kid or kill your wife, dude, you're going home. I got bigger fish to fry than that, you know what I'm saying? I got real crimes to take care of, you know? Yeah, dude, and the people that hated me the most for it, honestly, was the police. The police hated me, dude. I used to have to field a phone call just like this once a week. Hello. Yeah, I let him out of jail, dude. You arrested him for having a quarter pound of weed and a gun in the trunk of his car? That's not a crime. This is America, Roderick. It was tough, though. I had to get out of it, and I did. It weighs on you. It weighs on the soul. It's tough stuff. Like, I don't know, fella. How many times do you think you've ever been forced to shake hands with a pedophile? Well, whatever you're thinking, it's more than that. It's not as easy as me, okay? God, dude. Let's see here. Must have been about March of 2014 when my younger brother got gay. I'm very proud of him for that, you know, 'cause it's not an easy thing to do, be a gay man in today's America. It's not. And still, he wakes up every morning, he looks in the mirror, and he makes that choice. Good for him, you know? That's right, yep. My younger brother is a card-carrying gay fellow. I know it for a fact. I marked it on his driver's license. That's right, dude. Because he's an organ donor. People should know if they're getting a gay kidney or not, dude. You know, you have the right to that. This is America. You can choose, you know what I'm saying? This might make you a bigot if you don't take it, you know? God, dude. Yeah, I don't know. I decided when he got gay I was going to do a bunch of gay research. Because I love him so much, I just want to know more about him, you know, more about what it's like, you know. First thing I did was try to figure out what kind of gay he was, because they got all kinds of different gays, you know, they got twinks, twanks, twonks, bears, otters, sports jocks, and all these horrifying different father figures. I hadn't figured it out, you know, I hadn't figured it out with my brother yet, so I guess the search goes on, you know, the search continues, you know, but I ponder other stuff, like, I don't know, buddy, what do you think? Is it gayer to have sex with a trans man or a trans woman? What do you think? Well, yes, the search goes on, the search continues. Another one I think about sometimes. I was on my cell phone the other day, and was looking at stuff, and I accidentally started watching pornography. You know how that goes, friend. You know. I came across this video of these two ladies going at it, and one of them had the longest penis I've ever seen. Man, was this gay? Did I see something gay? The search goes on. The search continues. God, dude. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I like to think I'm you know, I am pretty smart for an idiot. You know what I mean? You know? I am, dude. Got the whole law degree, you know, but I didn't graduate so close to the bottom of my class, like I could see the floor almost, I could smell the floorboards, you know. So I don't know stuff about like what's going on today. I know stuff about history, but I don't know anything about what's going on today, you know. Like when that fella Charlie Kirk got killed the other day or whatever, you know, like I didn't even, first of all, it was news to me that he wasn't like an offensive coordinator doing a 3-year stint at A&M. Okay, this is a whole different man, you know. My girlfriend, she told me, she said, "You hear, Charlie Kirk's dead." She's talking about that old fella from 60 Minutes who turned out to be a sex criminal. What you talking about? He was kind of on borrowed time anyway, wasn't he? You know? I don't know, dude. Y'all like anybody here like UFC fighting? Y'all like UFC fighting? Couple other idiots. You're in good company. Yeah, dude. I like UFC fighting a lot. I like it because it's an international sport, you know? There's different countries that dominate. America, Brazil, England. But right now, the people that are dominating, this should shock you, this should blow your mind, it blows mine, all right? Ready? The people that are dominating the UFC right now, Russian white Muslims. Russian white Muslims, dude. Who would have thought that was gonna happen? Not that they're good at fist fighting. Obviously, these fellas are good at fist fighting. Have you ever seen them? All beard, no hair, always pissed off, dude, like a bunch of Aryan Amish, dude. No. They're remarkable at fist fighting. It's not that. That's not the shocking thing, dude. It is the existence of Russian white Muslims. Who would have ever saw that coming, dude? I'll tell you definitely who didn't. I'll tell you definitely who did not. Muhammad. There we go. Thank y'all. Have a good night. My name's Nate. I'm Hanet.
One more time for Nate, everybody. How about it? And man, that accent is something to be admired, huh? That boy is sexy. All right, give it up for Nate being sexy one more time. All right, keep that energy going for our next comic. He's the Barker for me. He's been doing a lot of work. He's up and coming. He's gonna kill you with some 5 minutes. Big round of applause for Trent Ford, everybody.